What's going on, people? We are Tottenham TV here, back here for a predicted lineup video, but not just any predicted lineup video. This is the predicted lineup for the first North London derby at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Yes, I know there will be no fans there, but there will be millions of fans watching from home, cheering the team on from home. You know, I think a lot has changed since we last played Arsenal, hasn't it, Sim?
A lot has changed. We both have different managers in charge in the dugouts. Both one's playing a bit better than the other. We can't get a shot on target for Toffee. Arsenal in good form at the moment. So you know, look, I'm not excited about it. I'm not confident at all for this game, but it's a derby. You never know. Form goes out the window. So
yeah, that is what they say. That is what they say. And when you look at the game last time, we were probably, you know, considered the more informed side or the better side, just come off a Champions League final. We go 2-0 up, ended up drawing 2-2. Can you see a game as open as that tonight?
With Jose in charge.
Yeah, exactly.
It's hard to say yes, but I think he feels the derby. And Jose hates Arsenal as much as anyone, which is one of the things I absolutely love about Jose. He really has a big disdain for Arsenal, and he showed that. He showed that in a few press conferences as well. So I think, look, I hope we go to win the game. I think the players understand what the derby means. I think they understand it more. Maybe they understand it more than the Arsenal players. We'll have to wait and see. But I think Arsenal are going to go to win. So maybe that'll open the game up a bit more. But I can see us again looking for a counter-attacking kind of performance, just with a lot of aggression.
Yeah, you say that you think the Spurs players know what it means more to play in a North London derby as opposed to the Arsenal players. But actually, when you look at the last 3 or 4 derbies, Arsenal have been a lot more up for it than we have. Let's be honest. So yeah. I think that the players really need to ingrain in themselves what it actually means to the fans. You know, you've heard Spurs players come out in the past saying, "Oh, Arsenal's not our biggest derby; it's Chelsea." So I think that the players need to get themselves up for this one big time, especially the way they've been playing. And I really think that the first goal, like I say every game, the first goal is absolutely vital in this game. It really is.
The reason I say this, Spurs players probably know more what the derby means than Arsenal, because the players that have been at Spurs have been at Spurs for a long time. They've been at Spurs since like 2014, 15. You think of Kane, you think of Toby, Dyer. I know Dyer's not been playing, or Dele's not going to be playing, but you know, Sissoko, Lloris, they've been here for a long, long time, and they've played in many North London derbies. I remember the first North London derbies they played in, we were really up for it, and we were on top of them. We were aggressive. We really stepped up our game for the derby. So a lot of the Arsenal squad's relatively recent, so that's all I'm clinging on to at the moment in terms of what they mean to the derby. But let's get into the lineup.
All right, so we're going to go for a 4-3-3 again.
I think so. So. Yeah.
So obviously in goal it's going to be Captain Hugo Lloris. I think he's been brilliant since the restart of football, to be honest. Left back. Complaints. Yeah, left back. It's got to be Ben Davies again, surely. Like how many games can this guy play though?
Look, unless he's going to go for Tonga left back, I think it has to be Davies. And he can't go for Tonga left back because they got Pepe and Saka, and they got pacey wingers.
And Vertonghen just played 90 minutes 2-3 days ago.
And exactly. So I can't see it being anyone but Davies go at left back for this game. And the same with the right back.
Yeah, right back. I mean, there's rumours about him being injured. What happened there? Like, he didn't play 90 minutes against Bournemouth, did he? He went off the Jetson.
He came off late because he apparently got a bang on his arm, and you can see in the training today he had a bit of a cast on his elbow. So that's not great from that point of view. But if we don't play him, we know Jedson came on and looked awful at right back. Don't really want to see him there. Lucas Moura had a short stint at right back away at Sheffield United. He was terrible.
Sissoko?
If you play Sissoko, who you put in the centre? Maybe you bring Ndombele, but I don't know if he's going to trust Ndombele in this game. So, and maybe Skip. He's saying Skip maybe. I just think, he's probably going to try and get as much out of Aurier as possible. I think that's probably going to be the plan.
All right. So Aurier right back, Davis left back. In the centre back positions, I mean, Sanchez got to come back in. I think
so.
I think
I think
Sanchez and
Sanchez comes back
Toby.
in. Well, you got Aubameyang up front, or Lacazette. These guys have pace, and you're going to need to counteract that with a bit of physicality. So, and Sanchez has to be in it, even though on the ball, as I've said, he's got a lot of reservations. He's got to be up for it for this game.
Yeah, but I always feel that Sanchez actually plays bigger in the better in the bigger games. I feel that he loses concentration and somehow gets bullied in the smaller games, which is a bit weird.
Yeah, you might be right.
But yeah, I'll
Maybe
go
we'll go for three at the back.
Could be. I think Arsenal could play three at the back
because we know Arsenal will, and maybe we can because we did it. I remember Chelsea away, didn't we? And it worked horribly. But maybe we'll go for it again. Who knows?
Maybe.
But probably not. I'm going to go 4-3 for the time being.
All right. So the back four so far. Well, the back four is Aurier, Sanchez, Toby Alderweireld, and Ben Davis.
Toby, by the way, just a quick note. I think he's been class past 2 games. So
yeah, he has been. Yeah. In the bottom of that middle three, is it going to be Winks again?
Yeah, I think it's going to be the same 3 as started against Bournemouth and against Everton.
Winks, Lo Celso, and Sissoko.
Yeah. I think those are the 3 trusts at the moment. And the fact, although we were woeful on the ball against Bournemouth, the fact that we kept a clean sheet will probably give Mourinho enough encouragement to continue with it.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, we don't have much choice. I mean, we can bring in Skip or Jedson or Ndombele, but none of these players you can trust at the moment. That's the honest truth.
Yeah, I'd love to say Ndombele will start, but I don't think he trusts him to, first of all, last 45 minutes or even an hour. And I don't know if Arsenal got players Ceballos and Xhaka, and especially a player like Ceballos, he's tricky customer, and you need to be physically on him all the time. If you give him space, he can hurt you. If you give him time and space on the ball, so Ndombele is not the player for that kind of role.
Yeah, I mean, Sissoko's job has just got to be look at Ceballos the whole time, literally.
Pretty much, yeah.
And Ceballos as well. I've been watching the last few Arsenal games. He's really turned the screw at Arsenal.
He's turned the corner a bit, yeah.
Yeah. Luckily, it's the end of the season. They'll be leaving at the end of the season. But, but yeah, he does seem to have turned a corner. But let's go on to the attacking players. I mean, Heung-min Son on the left, Harry Kane up top, pretty picks itself. On the right-hand side, you've got a toss-up between Lamela, Bergwijn, and Lucas.
Again, I don't want to see Lamela in that position, but just because I don't like him on the wing. If we're going to play him in the centre, maybe. But I don't like Lamela on the wing. So it would be a toss-up for me between Lucas and Bergwijn. And given that Bergwijn started last game, it stands to reason that Lucas will start this game. And that doesn't sit right with me. I'd rather Bergwijn starts, for sure. I think I know Bergwijn was awful against Bournemouth, but I feel like in this game he might get a bit more encouragement because Arsenal might be a bit more offensive than Bournemouth were and leave a bit more space in behind. But having said that, I think he is going to go Lucas. And if Lucas has another game where he doesn't look threatening, the knives will be out for him because the fan base is increasingly getting frustrated with his performances, I feel.
Yeah, definitely. And also when you look at it, whichever one we play, Bergwijn or Lucas, we're still going to have good options to come on if we're chasing the game or if we need a goal. Ndombele, we saw he can come on and pick a lock straight away. He's got the tools in his armory to do that. Either whether it be Lucas Moura or Steven Bergwijn coming off the bench, they are direct runners to run at their defence. And if you test the Arsenal defence, it can be got at. It's just a question of testing the defence, and we haven't done that enough recently.
They've improved since they moved to 3 at the back, but I think that's just by virtue of it's a more defensive system. It allows for more defensive solidity. So I think they've done well with that move, but it definitely can be exposed. They're not unbeatable in that formation, and I feel like in the centre, especially, they usually play with that formation. They're going to play with 2 centre mids, so we could dominate possession in the centre of midfield, which might lend well for an Ndombele to play, but I think that's where Lo Celso's really got to step up. He's really got to take responsibility and really show what he's about and start creating chances for us.
Yeah, definitely. I think Lo Celso is going to be pivotal to our kind of attacking hopes this game. Like, if we want to get anything out of this game, we really need to be more toothless in front of goal. You know what I mean? Or more 100%. toothful, whatever.
So many teeth. We need all the teeth.
You know what I mean?
Biting down those Arsenal bastards.
Exactly. We really I just cannot bear to lose to this lot this week.
I've been saying, man, like, I know I want to win, but right now, if you gave me a draw, I'll take it. I'll take a
Really?
draw. I'll take it.
Really?
I don't want to lose. Anything but a loss. I'm not having Arsenal winning the first North London derby at New Stadium on our record. That would be embarrassing. That would be shameful, and we'll never live that down. We'll never. It's bad enough having West Ham there. All right. I don't want the North London derby team and Chelsea as well. First game against Chelsea, they beat us, right? And the New Stadium. I'm not having Arsenal added to that list. I'm sorry. Give me a 0-0 right now. I'll take it. I'll take a 0-0. I don't want to lose. I do not want to lose.
Well, if we do lose, you know, I mean, that completes the fucking set and just shows how bad this season has been, really.
Yeah, it really does. That'll be depressing. That'll be absolutely depressing. So, look, I'm not confident at all. I think Arsenal are going to have their tails up. They're going to be smelling blood, especially as well. I think Arsenal at the moment. Arteta's got them playing well. They're not infallible. Look, the games they've won, they're been given goals in the first of all the starters. Norwich given a goal, Southampton they're given a goal. Keepers are passing to their strikers. I don't know what's going on. So perfect time for Lloris to step up, isn't it? Because he likes to pass to a striker every once in a while. But look, yeah, we just got to hang in there. We got to be aggressive. We got to be passionate. We got to understand what the derby means to the fans, and we got to assert our quality. And we want to prove how good we are. We need to turn up tomorrow. Have to turn up tomorrow. No excuses. No excuses. We didn't turn up at all against Bournemouth or against Sheffield United, and there were all the excuses in the world, but we can't not turn up tomorrow.
Like Lloris says, we've run out of excuses now. There are no more excuses with this team. You know what I mean? Time and time again, year after year after year, excuse after excuse after excuse. So I'm not listening to any excuses anymore. I just can't. I can't listen to it. Whatever. Like, it's just too much. Like, I just cannot face losing to this lot. I hate them so much with every ounce of my being. I hate this team. I
can't stand them, and the fact that they're going to this in good form just worries me.
But that actually fills me with a bit of confidence, because you know who goes into this fixture with their tails up, making fun of the other team, you know, being like, oh, this is going to be a walkover. They're rubbish. They can't create chances. Yeah. You know what I mean? In these kind of games, something could just happen.
They haven't beaten us at our stadium for a while, have they? So
since Rosicky, is it?
2014, so 6 years. It's been a while. So we got a good record. And also, it's important to know, I think under Jose, I know our away form has still continued to be poor. And against Bournemouth and against Sheffield, we lost. We didn't turn up at all. But our home games have been okay-ish. We drew with United, and we beat Everton and West Ham. So our home record's not been awful. And although performances haven't been stellar, they've probably been better than our away performances. So there's a bit of encouragement there. Hopefully, defensively will be solid. I don't want to see Aubameyang running in on goal, through on goal, with all the space in behind. I hope we manage that well. And you know, we have good attacking players if we play it right. If we get in good positions, and you know, Son and Kane, we all know his record in North London derby. Scores every time, whether it be a penalty or whatnot. He always scores. Always gets on the score sheet. So there's always hope there. And although we're not in good form, this team we've played with each other for many years. So hopefully I can use that time and experience for this one game. If this is the only game we win from now to the end of the season, I'll take it.
Even if we finish below them.
Good question. You know what? I just don't lose this game, man. Don't lose. I can't bear to Twitter and Arsenal fans. I can't bear it
if we lose. I'm signing off Twitter forever. Like, I don't.
Yeah, that's it. I'm taking a long hiatus if we lose that, for sure.
Obviously, North London derby fans play a massive part in it. Do you reckon this is gonna be in favour of us? In favour of Arsenal? No fans?
I would say it's in favour of Arsenal. I would say it's in favour of Arsenal. Always, having no fans in the stadium is always in favour of Arsenal. That's a sad reality.
Because that's what they're like, home week in, week out.
Exactly. They're used to it. They're very much used to it. So I think, the atmosphere would have been great. I really believe the fans would have turned up, and it would have been a good atmosphere. And I think that having no fans It gives encouragement to Arsenal. Having said that, I do feel like if there were fans in the stadium and Spurs didn't start the game well, there would have been there might have been a bit of a negative atmosphere in the stadium, whereas now maybe they could just, if we do start badly, maybe they could just concentrate more on getting back into the game instead of the fans getting on their back. Because I do feel like if we started this game poorly, with the packed stadium, we might have started getting on the back of the players, because there's a bit of a negative feeling around Spurs at the moment. And and let's talk about the banner. There's going to be a plane flying over the stadium.
Look, I've heard about this. I've heard about this. I'm not sure how true it is. We don't know until it actually flies.
Well, the Evening Standard are reporting it. Matt Law.
Really?
Yeah. That's what he said. He said that. Well, look, I think he's going off the same information that we're going off. The people on Twitter. He wrote an article saying that the Spurs fans are set to fly a plane over the stadium.
Look, all I'm going to say is that as much as what anyone thinks of Daniel Levy, of Enoch, of Mourinho, of whatever it is, you cannot be doing stuff like this and turning us into the Arsenal fan base. It's a pure embarrassment. You know what I mean? If you wanna protest your ways, do it in a different way. But we're not this Arsenal fan base who just come out and like fly planes over stadiums on North London Derby Day. You know what I mean? This day should be just about the score and everyone pulling together. You know what I mean? It's an embarrassment. It really is.
What are the players going to think when they see that? They're playing in this brand new stadium that the chairman's brought. I know, look, the players also probably have misgivings about Levy. Apparently, there's rumblings that they've also had disagreements.
Look, we know that because we've seen Danny Rose in the past come out and say what he said.
Right, but I think when it's North London Derby Day and they see this plane flying over the stadium just before kickoff, it's not going to be a good distraction. And I think it is going to be a distraction for sure. And it's not going to be a healthy one. It's just going to breed negativity.
Exactly, that's what I was about to say. It's only going to bring negativity to the club. And at the moment, with all this negativity surrounding us, it's not what we need. It's really not. I think that if you're going to make a protest, you know what I mean, do it in a proper way. Don't do it in a way that's just going to cause negativity over a North London derby. I don't see the point in it. Everyone's got their bones to pick with Daniel Levy. There's no two ways about it. You know what I mean? I've said it time and time again on this channel. I don't think he can take us further than he's already taken us. But there's a way to do things in a right manner, and we're Tottenham Hotspur, and we should be doing things in a right manner. We're not that shit from down the road. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And you think if we start losing this game, and you think about what the players will be thinking, they'll be like, "Oh, well, the fans don't like the chairman anyway. We're getting underpaid." There's all these negative thoughts will get into their mind that and they won't. It's possible that they won't try as hard, or subconsciously it could affect them for sure. 100%, these things can affect you, and there's going to be a lot of attention on it for sure as well. Once it flies over, the cameras will be all over it. There'll be news and everything. We're probably going to be asked to comment about it after the game. It's just not a good situation, and it's not a healthy situation for sure. And I'm just not happy about the fact that it's going to be happening. Also, of all games, our game against Arsenal at home, we always make fun of Arsenal, how they react to their owners and their manager and whatnot. And we're doing the same shit. We're doing the same thing. And it's not, it's just
at the end of the day, what's really hard to take is that we're slowly, as a fan base, creeping into like what they were like, or they are like, and it's really hard to take, really, and it hurts me, to be honest. It really does.
It feels like we can't do anything about it, but like trying to stay level-headed. But like, I can understand the frustrations of the fans. We're just we're just as frustrated as anyone, but we can't turn into them. Not
exactly.
Just can't.
Finally, score prediction.
1-1. Laurie's penalty save in the last minute.
Yeah, Slav went 1-1 in the match preview. I went 1-0 Spurs.
I hope you're right. I hope
either
no money. I hope you're right.
Either a Harry Kane penalty or off Aubameyang's backside. I don't really care. Just whatever.
Yeah. Just don't lose. And hopefully Jose will complete his mission, because this is one game I'm confident Jose will be up for.
All right. Well, there you have it. That is the predicted lineup. Let me know if you agree with the lineup. Who would you put in? Who would you take out? Let me know your thoughts on the plane flying over as well. I think it's nothing short of a disgrace turning us into the Arsenal fan base. But just like I said, I've got my own bones to pick with Levy, but we should be dealing with things in the right way, in the right manner, not acting like that scum from down the road. So anyway, that is our predicted lineup. Let me know in the comment section below what your score prediction is. And as always, come on,
Come on, you Spurs.
Come on, you Spurs.
Come on!